welcome back to All About That Disney Life. I am Danny B, the girl who is all about that Disney life. We now move on to our next attraction for Hollywood Studios. It is Toy Story Mania, which is located in Toy Story Land. Yeah, we're keeping up with the Toy Story theme, but this and Slinky Dog Dash are the only rides that I have experienced in Toy Story Land. I didn't want to do the alien swirling saucers. I haven't done it yet. Maybe next time when I go to Disney World, I will experience the alien swirling saucers. Slinky Dog Dash and this one, Toy Story Mania, those are the only ones that I have experienced in Toy Story Land. So here is the backstory to this attraction. This is an interactive 4D theme park attraction located at 3 Disney theme parks: Disney's Hollywood Studios, Disney California Adventure, and Tokyo Disney Sea. It was designed by the Walt Disney Imagineering Company and inspired by the Toy Story franchise, and this was an attraction that was first revealed during a press conference at Walt Disney World in January of 2007. The Florida version was officially opened by Tim Allen, who voices Buzz Lightyear, on May 31st, 2008, on the same date that the Buzz Lightyear action figure launched on board the Space Shuttle Flight STS-124, while the California version officially opened on June 17th, 2008. And the one in Japan opened on July 9th, 2012. So let's go over the voice cast because we do have some familiar voices for this attraction. We have Don Rickles as Mr. Potato Head, Jim Hanks as Woody, Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear, Kat Cressida as Jessie, Annie Potts as Bo Peep, Wallace Shawn as Rex, John Ratzenberger as Ham, Jeff Garlin as Buttercup, Kristen Shaw as Trixie, R. Lee Ermey as Sarge, Jeff Pigeon as the Little Green Men, and Steven Stanton as Stinky Pete. So let's move on to the concept for this attraction. Park guests wear 3D glasses aboard spinning vehicles that travel through virtual environments based on classic Carnival Midway games. Ride vehicles seat up to 8 in 4 back-to-back pairs. Small children are also able to ride on an adult's lap if they are facing forward with their legs securely beneath the safety bar. So let's move on to the mini games. The attraction features 5 mini games after a practice round where the player can hit targets from 100 to 5,000 points. Each mini game includes at least 1 Easter egg that can trigger additional targets or gameplay changes. In order, the games are the Pie Throw Practice Booth. It's a pie toss target practice game. And the first game is Ham and Eggs. It's an egg throw game featuring Ham and Buttercup. The second game is Rex and Trixie's Dino Darts. It's a dart throw game. The third game is the Green Army Men Shoot Camp. It's a baseball throw / pie breaking game. The fourth game is Buzz Lightyear's Flying Tossers. It's a ring toss game. And the last game is Woody's Rootin' Tootin' Shootin' Gallery. It's a suction cup shooting game. So each guest's score is recorded by an onboard display screen as points are acquired with individual toy cannons firing simulated projectiles at virtual targets. Similar technology had been used in Disney attractions such as Pirates of the Caribbean, Battle for Buccaneer Gold at Disney Quest, and several Buzz Lightyear attractions. According to Disney, this is the first attraction created simultaneously by Walt Disney Imagineering for 2 theme parks. The line at both parks features a large Mr. Potato Head audio animatronic figure that interacts with guests through pre-recorded snippets of dialogue performed by the late and great comedian Mr. Don Rickles. The sophisticated figure identifies people in the audience, sings, and tells jokes. So let's talk about the former minigame that used to be part of this attraction. So, as I have said, there are only 5 minigames that can be used at a time. So far, only 1 game has left the attraction. On May 21st, 2010, the original dart-throwing game Bo Peep's Balloon Pop was replaced with Rex and Trixie's Dino Darts. That was updated when the release of Toy Story 3 came out because Toy Story 3 came out, I believe, in the summer of 2010. I can't remember. So let's move on and talk about the technology for the attraction. At its debut, Toy Story Midway Mania was one of the most technologically sophisticated attractions yet developed by Walt Disney Imagineering, costing an estimated $80 million to design and build. It marked the company's first use of industrial Ethernet for a ride's control system. Many of the parts for the attraction's control system came from 2 of Disney's corporate sponsors, Siemens AG from Spaceship Earth and Hewlett-Packard from Mission Space. The ride was the biggest system that had been built at the time and ran on one of Disney's most advanced automation systems to date. The control system is divided into 3 components, one for the ride vehicles, one for the games, and one for the attraction's special effects. Programmable logic controllers in the vehicles alert the control system wirelessly via Profinet RT to the vehicle's speed and location. The central controller then sends its instructions back to the vehicles using a hardwired network within the track. The one-way communications flow adds a factor of safety even though the wireless network is protected against outside interference, such as a denial of service attack. The attraction features more than 150 PCs, which includes one HP Windows XP PC for each of Midway Mania's 56 game screens, as well as others that control the special effects at each game. At the game screens, 2 tracking systems provide the game control system with the vehicle's exact location, making sure that gameplay is not affected by even minor differences in vehicle position. Additional sensors in the spring action shooter provide information on its orientation, which is fine-tuned using data on the position of the ride vehicle at the screen and the rotation of the seats on the vehicle base. All 3 subsystems work together to handle any contingency. For example, if a delay or other vehicle stoppage is detected, the control system can command the affected game screens to launch a non-scoring practice round so that guests may continue to shoot targets while they wait. Similarly, it can instruct the show control system to play an audio spiel telling guests about the delay. As the games are software-based, changes can be made to the attraction's lineup of games without significant effort. So let's move on to the 3 locations that this attraction is at. Let's start off with Disney's California Adventure. This location is located at Pixar Pier, and it's located beneath the Incredicoaster roller coaster. It's a space formerly occupied by themed Midway games and food service locations. The area is designed to resemble a Victorian-era seaside carnival. Pixar Pier replaced Paradise Pier on June 23, 2018, and the attraction located in California is the main attraction of a Toy Story-themed area in the new land. So let's move on to Disney's Hollywood Studios. This one is located at Toy Story Land, and it's inside the studio's former sound stages, which were mostly recently used for the park's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Play It attraction. The original facade, as well as the original surrounding area, resembles Pixar Animation Studios campus in Emeryville, California. The attraction's entrance was relocated to Toy Story Land on June 30th, 2018, with the Pixar Place area closing. And the final location, Tokyo Disney Sea. It's located in the New York area of the American waterfront in a new area called Toyville Trolley Park. So let's talk about the operational changes. In October of 2014, Disney's Hollywood Studios began testing a new procedure that would require all riders to have FastPass reservations for the attraction. The test, scheduled to last only a few days, eliminated the standby line that is used by visitors who have not already obtained a FastPass ticket for the ride, either because they had all been claimed or they were holding fast passes for other attractions. Some analysts suggest that this process could become more common in years to come as amusement parks attempt to keep guests from getting frustrated or waiting in extremely long lines. And then a global pandemic popped down on us about 5 to 6 years later, and we got rid of the Fast Pass because Disney needed to find a way to earn back its money, because Disney lost a lot of money with its parks when the pandemic happened. So they had to think of some way to earn back their buck. I know at Walt Disney World, and I've talked about this in many videos, they got rid of the Fast Pass lane, and now we have the Genie Plus system where you have to pay, I don't know how much, per guest, per ride. And they had gotten rid of the dining plan when the parks first opened up. I don't know when they came back. I think it was last year or the year before that. I don't know. But I know that my husband and I had to pay out of pocket when we were on our honeymoon in 2021. So Disney did have to take away some stuff that we enjoyed in order to get their money back. So let's talk about the name variation for the attraction. The attraction is being referred to as both Toy Story Midway Mania and Toy Story Mania. While the attraction marquees and some in-park signage read the former, the later has been used in press releases to the news media, used in both resorts' advertisements, and on the Disneyland.com. DisneyWorld.com, and official promotional website for the attraction along with attraction merchandise. Websites for both Disneyland and Walt Disney World both identified the attraction with the registered trademark Toy Story Midway Mania as of September 2014. But as of February 2019, the attraction is known as Toy Story Mania, except for the Disney California Adventure version, which is still using Toy Story Midway Mania. So let's talk about the music for the attraction. Music for the queue area was arranged and recorded by Jennifer Hamden at Capitol Studios with a live orchestra. More than an hour of music was recorded, all based on the first two Toy Story scores composed by Randy Newman. It went on to be featured at Toy Story lands across the globe. Now let's talk about the merchandising, because Toy Story Midway Mania has inspired a couple of video games. Disney Interactive Studios released a Toy Story Mania video game in September of 2009 exclusively for the Nintendo Wii console. The game features gameplay and levels similar to those in the theme park attractions, along with original levels and features. Jakks Pacific also released their Plug It In and Play TV game version of Toy Story Mania in 2010, featuring the original levels and Infinity technology. And a version for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 was released on October 30th, 2012, and developed by High Voltage Software. So my experience with Toy Story Mania, I love this attraction. I go on it every time I go to Hollywood Studios and into Toy Story Land. I just love it. It's an amazing attraction. It's fun. You get to shoot things with like these guns or like this cannon, like you just keep pulling on the string, and you just see like all these like your favorite like toys come back on the screen and be like, oh my gosh, and you're a kid and you're having so much fun. It does feel like like that carnival based theme, and you have Mr. Potato Head, the audio animatronic, dressed as like a carnival barker. It's just so funny, and I do love this attraction very much. And I didn't find it. I think I remember we got fast passes for the first time we went to it in 2019 with my mom and my sister. I do remember, I think we got a fast pass for it. But I remember in 2021 when I went on my honeymoon with my husband, there was not a long lineup at all for Toy Story Mania, probably because it was in a building and it was COVID times and nobody wanted to be in close proximity of each other. Probably because, and guests probably just wanted to get in line for the Slinky Dog Dash or explore the other parts of Hollywood Studios or just go into Star Wars land, who knows. But there you have it, all the facts to Toy Story Mania. If you like this video, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you have a zippity-doo-dah day. Goodbye.